Hey there, Frederick Douglass Elementary School. This is Mrs. Shupard here with another art video. And this can be for 3rd, 4th, or 5th grade. And today we are going to be drawing aliens. So let's go ahead and get started. The first alien we're going to draw is going to be basically the normal alien that you might see. The cool thing about aliens is that they all look different. You know, there's no like actual alien that we can look at for an example. So it's almost like a make-believe character. You might believe in aliens, you might not. But we don't actually know what they look like. We just use what we know from our imagination. So we're just going to do one of the basic aliens. You could color it green or you could color it gray. A lot of times they'll call them little gray aliens or little green men. But we're just going to start with the head. And a lot of times aliens will be drawn with a round part at the top and almost like a point at the bottom. Kind of looks like the shape of like an avocado a little bit. So that's the shape of the head, and a lot of times they will say that aliens have an almond shaped eye. And they're usually really big, bigger than a human eye. An almond is like this shape, almost like a teardrop. Or again, almost that same like avocado shape that we were talking about for the head. So you want to draw the eyes almost like an oval, but trying to get that almond shape or that avocado shape for the eyes. And mine didn't actually turn out the same. I'm going to try to move this one up a little bit. Eyes never really seem to match exactly, but we try to get them as close as we can. Normally aliens are shown without a nose, but you can give him like a little sad face for mouth, or you can give him a little happy face depending on what you would like to do. We're going to give this one a sad face, and then when we do the next alien, we're going to give him a happy face. You want to give him a neck, which is just a line on each side. And for the arms, this one we're going to have the arms going straight out. It's a line at the top and a line at the bottom that creates the arm, and this line is going to connect back to the body. For this alien, we're going to give him 3 fingers, although because we don't actually know what aliens look like for real, you can give your alien as many fingers as you want. And I'm going to give my alien these little, almost like frog fingers with little circles on the end or little ovals on the end to make it look like almost like frog fingers. And I'm going to have another arm coming out the other side. And usually aliens are shown with skinny arms, so you can make it as skinny, or if you don't want to, you don't have to, but skinny little arms and 3 fingers. And I do a line on each side, and then I kind of do a little curve right here in between to connect the fingers. Almost makes it look like they are frog fingers also, because it looks like webbing in here a little bit. And I'm going to put these little circles on the end to make it look like frog fingers again. And then I'm going to draw the rest of the body, skinny little bodies. And you can make this part however long you want. If you want your alien to be taller, you can make this section longer. I'm just going to stop right there, and I'm going to come out for his legs. I'm going to do 2 lines, and I'm going to curve it around to the other leg, This one might be a little bit too wide right here. When you want them to get skinnier as they go down, because that would be like kind of where the ankle would be. And then I'm not going to actually give him any toes. I'm just going to give him these feet that look like this. They go out on the sides and they curve around on the bottom. And that is my first alien. The last thing I want to do here, besides erasing the almond there, I'm going to give a little bit of a light reflector. So I'm going to do little ovals on the inside of the eyes, and then I'm going to take my pencil and shade all around. Because aliens usually have like dark, almost black eyes. So that's how we're going to make it look black, shaded in with our pencil. All right, and that's our first alien. Let's move on to another alien, which is going to be similar, except for this time we're going to draw the alien in a UFO. A UFO is an unidentified flying object. So we're going to draw him sitting in there, and this one's going to be the happy alien. So we're going to have him smiling and waving at us from his spaceship. So in order to do the UFO, you're going to draw almost like a dome that's going to be on the top of the spaceship, and that's where the alien is going to sit. And so you leave that space empty because that's where we're going to draw the alien in a little bit. You're going to draw a little bit of a curved line. It's not exactly straight, although it looks almost straight. It's going to curve a little bit down to make it look like a dome. And I'm going to draw a little line down and a little line down, and I'm going to do another curved line, and that's going to be where the dome is connected to the rest of the ship. Might have made that a little bit too big because now I'm not going to have too much room for the rest of my spaceship, but we'll make a smaller version of what I was planning on doing. So these lines come straight out at an angle. They're diagonal lines, and then that's going to curve around and connect. You're going to connect those two diagonal lines with a big curved line. We're going to come down a little bit again, down a little bit again, and we're going to connect them with a long curved line again. And then we're going to put just a little bottom part of the boat, or not a boat, of the spaceship down here. And you can decorate the UFO however you want. A lot of times they'll show UFOs with lights. So we'll put some lights on here. Okay. And now I'm going to draw the alien on the inside. And again, I'm going to start with that avocado shape, or the almond shape, whatever you want to call it. And then I can go ahead and put the almonds for the eyes. For some reason this right eye always gets down a little bit. Let's see if I can get it up a little bit. There we go, a little bit better. All right, and we're gonna do the eye the same way with a little oval or a little circle on the inside, and then shade in the rest of it to make it look dark. There's the eyes, and we can give him eyebrows if we want. And we can give him a little antenna if we want to. That's 2 curved lines on the side. And then you can put a little circle or a little oval up there to give him a little antenna on. And you could always erase this line to make it look like it's all connected. And again, we're not going to put a nose, but we are going to put a smiley face this time. You could just do a smile like that, or if you want him to be really happy, you could draw another curved line underneath of it and give him some of these little happy cheeks. And we're going to make this alien waving with one hand. So this hand is just going to go down, and we're going to draw the arm. Like, you can't see the hand because the hand is going to be on underneath of the spaceship. And then you draw a triangle right here. This is going to be the arm, and this is going to be the body. So you need a triangle right here because that's the empty space in between the arm and the body. And we're going to curve this one out so that we can draw him waving. Here's the other part of the arm, and go down. And then you can put any kind of little, I'm going to give this one 4 fingers. You can put any kind of fingers that you want. Since it's an alien, we don't actually know what aliens look like in real life, so you can create the fingers however you want to. All right, that is our happy little alien inside of a UFO. And for the last one, this is going to be the hardest one, the most difficult alien that we're going to draw today. And we're going to try to make him look like he is sticking his tongue out at us. So let's see how we do. So he's going to be the biggest alien that we draw today. So nice and big, we're going to make the top of his head. And then we're going to draw his cheeks as if he is pulling out his cheeks to stick his tongue out at us. So I'm going to do a curved line that comes around to the bottom of his chin. And then I'm going to do another curved line that comes around to the bottom and connect those. Then I want to make it look like his lip, his top lip is coming down and back up. This is his top lip right here. And then I want to draw the inside of his mouth, so it's just going to curve around and connect back to the lip. So this whole part right here is kind of like his cheek, comes down to his chin. This is going to be the inside of his mouth, so we can even draw some little teeth in there. And we're going to do the same thing over here. This line is going to come up and connect back here to his lip. This is the top lip. Oops. This is the bottom lip, and this is the inside of his mouth with some funny teeth. Then we want to draw his eyes. We're going to draw some nice big almond-shaped eyes, and we can make him look like he has cross-eyed. So you could put one dot up here and one dot down here to make him look cross-eyed. You can give him some eyebrows, and we can give him some antenna. The other alien that we drew, we gave him one antenna, but you know, we don't know what aliens really look like, so let's give this guy 2 antenna. You can give him as many antennas as you want. Be creative and choose your own ideas. All right, we want to make him look like he has his tongue sticking out at us. So we're going to put his tongue right here. And because the tongue is going to be sticking out over top of the lip, we're going to have to do some erasing. So this lip part right here needs to get erased. And we can draw that little line that comes out. And now we want to draw his neck. We're going to give him a skinny little neck. And we're going to draw his shirt. His shirt is going to be 2 ovals. So start on this side of his neck and come around with a small oval. And don't connect it here because his neck's in front of his shirt. And then we're going to start with another oval and it's a bigger oval. That's the top of his shirt, and we can draw our neck going down all the way to the top of his shirt. Then we're just going to have his hands coming, or his arms coming right out of his little turtleneck shirt, and it's going to come all the way up, and we can just draw a line right here for the top of his shirt. And this is where his hand's going to be. We're going to try to draw his fingers to look like they're sticking in his mouth and pulling his cheeks up. And we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, and that's his finger that's in the mouth, is this one right here. And we can give him a thumb, and we can connect that back. So this is one hand with 3 fingers and 1 thumb. Now, since we have the cheek, it looks like we need to do some erasing. So we're going to erase that part right there so that it looks like his finger is in his mouth, pulling up on his cheeks and on his lips. All right, now we have to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to have this arm come up and this arm come up. Draw a line for the end of his shirt, and then let's draw 1, 2, 3 fingers and his thumb, and then erase the cheek and the lip so that it looks like his hand is in front of his mouth, his finger going inside of his cheek, and pulling that lip up. Okay, so now we're just going to draw lines that go all the way down to the bottom of the paper for the rest of his shirt, so we don't actually see his legs in this one. And then you can design his shirt however you want to. Just going to draw a little design right here on his shirt, and then we are finished with the actual drawing. Now this is the part of the video where if you don't have anything at home for coloring, you can turn the video off. We are just going to be finished with the drawing part of the lesson, and we're going to go into the coloring part of the lesson. Well, I hope you were able to color your alien, and remember, you can color your alien whatever color you want. You do not have to follow the same colors that I used, especially if you don't even have those colors in your crayon box, and you don't even have to color it with crayons. You could color it with colored pencils or markers or whatever you have at home. You could even paint it if you have paints at home. The last thing I want to tell you before we go is that you can check on your Schoology account. If you log into Schoology and click on Art, you would be able to upload pictures of your alien. So I would love to see what you are drawing at home. So if you get a chance, log into your Schoology and upload those pictures. And last thing is that you can still buy a yearbook. If you would like to buy a yearbook, you go onto the Frederick Douglass website and you can click on the link to buy a yearbook online, and you can order that and we will get it to you before the end of the school year. So take a look at that link on the Frederick Douglass website. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Hey there, Frederick Douglass Elementary. If you saw Mr. Smith's video yesterday, you would see he gave us a little bit of a challenge. Well, challenge accepted. How many times can I spin around before I fall down? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Whoa! Oh. Whoa. Whoa. 30. I got you, Mr. Smith. 30.